Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chrislyn if you're new here, and today's video is all about my Etsy wedding finds. I already filmed a video all about my Amazon wedding finds, and that one has a lot more like decor for the event. Like it has more items like stuff for tablescapes. This one is a little bit more about like special little details. I am really excited about this one. I feel like some of my finds for this, they were some of my favorite finds for the wedding. So I'm just gonna jump right into it with my favorite item. I talked about it real quick in my Amazon video because I was telling people that they need to go to this video to see this item. So I figured I would start off with it. But this gold hanger is a dream. I think that it is so gorgeous. I'm gonna show some of like the details. It's so pretty. It is probably the most pretty hanger I've ever laid eyes on, and that's how it should be for my wedding. I feel like when it came to hangers, I really wanted something that was like elevated. There are a lot of really cute Etsy hangers out there that like have your name on it, like the new last name, but this one I feel like really takes the cake. I had seen somebody's wedding video and they had a hanger like this, and I was like, I need to have that hanger. So I started looking high and low for like gold antique hangers. Oh my goodness, they were so expensive. Some were like $80 and I was like, I cannot spend this on a hanger. Anyways, I was about to give up and I ended up stumbling across this one on Etsy. It's still expensive. It was $40, which for a hanger is a lot, but for a wedding hanger, I felt like I wanted to do it. And I feel like some of the other like specialty hangers that people hand create are kind of in a similar price range on Etsy, so I decided I was gonna do it. But this really was one of the only ones that I found that was decently affordable. I ended up linking them on my like to know it, so I do have that there. I can link it in the description below so that you can find this exact link. But it's funny, I shared it on TikTok and I could just see like I've sent so many sales to him. He's probably like, where are all these sales coming from? But it is seriously like one of my #1 wedding finds, I think. And also it's not like cheap feeling or anything, like it's solid. So I highly recommend this one because again, she's just beautiful. Unfortunately for the rest of this, I don't have any of the actual items to show. They're all still in New York, but I'm gonna include pictures so you can still see. So my next item was our welcome sign, which, another favorite item. I swear some of my favorite items were really from Etsy. As I scrolled Pinterest in my wedding planning, I really got myself sold on one of the linen signs for our welcome sign, and it was kind of hard to find somebody who did one that was kind of like the size and style that I wanted. I'm really sad though because I don't think the shop that I bought it from is still on Etsy, which is so sad because their signs were so beautiful. I do know the name of the brand though. I can put it right here, and it looked like their website was maybe still up, so maybe they're just not selling on Etsy anymore. But I also found a lot of similar ones that are also linked on my like to know it, so I'll have those again down in the caption. But this sign was seriously so gorgeous and perfect. I feel like it really just helped like set the theme, like just this garden, whimsical, light, airy theme, and it just really set the tone. The one thing is that I was like, how are we gonna have this like stand? And I think there's a lot of options. Like I think there was stuff you could buy off of Amazon that were like sign stands, but I really liked the idea of it being light wood. I clearly had like a vision on some of these items, and my husband's stepfather is really talented with that sort of stuff, so he actually made our frame for us, and it just turned out so perfect. But I think there are other like options for stands. I just know that I've been asked about that. It's not included with the sign on Etsy. And also I feel like there's a lot of other like linen signage options. Like I've seen people do it like over their bar. So I feel like there's a lot of pretty options on Etsy. So even if this just like sparks some ideas for seeking those out on Etsy, I just feel like the linen signage, it's just so pretty. Next is our vow books. I loved our vow books. I feel like a lot of people probably look for vow books on Etsy. I really liked these particular ones that we got. I just thought they, again, just fit the vibe of our wedding. I thought it was so pretty with the ribbon down the side and the gold lettering. I just thought it was so nice. I know that it was like customizable, like you could pick the color of ribbon. So if you were like doing more greens or something, you could have the ribbon be green for your wedding coloring. I forget the one that I did, so let me check. So it looks like my foil color I did gold, and then the ribbon color that I did was chalk, just in case you were looking for like the exact look that we went for. I really loved the vow books though. We wrote our own personal vows in them, so I think they'll be like really special keepsakes. So I'm glad we went for something that was like pretty to keep our vows from our day written in. Now we're gonna shift to some of the sentimental items that I got off of Etsy. Etsy is so good with that sort of stuff. I feel like obviously like it's personalized, but I was real excited about this one. I got this memorial pin, which I ended up gifting to my husband the day of. We were not doing any gifts for each other, so I kind of broke the rules a little bit, but I feel like it was acceptable. I was like, it's not like a gift, like we weren't doing like big wedding gifts, but this was more of something like meaningful that I wanted him to have for the day. I gifted it to him that morning, and it was, I think, just like emotional, so didn't mean to make him cry like the morning of, but also I guess I kind of did. Either way, we weren't doing like a special like memorial setup at our wedding, but I still wanted my husband to feel like his two grandfathers like could be there with him on the day. I thought this was just like a sweet and small way to do that. I found 2 pictures of his grandfathers and added them to the pin. You can get like, I think, get like a different amount. Like you could get 1, you could get 3, I'm pretty sure, through the seller that I used. But I got 2 and it was gold, and he just pinned it on the inside of his jacket. So if you know somebody who has somebody dear to them who couldn't be part of the day, I feel like this is just like a sweet and thoughtful gift. So I really liked this from Etsy. When I saw it, I was just like, I have to do this. I also saw it for brides too. So if you're a bride and just like have it for yourself, where you could pin it onto like the bouquet. Lastly, I got this as a gift for my dad leading up to the wedding. It is a tie patch, so you could just like sew it to the back of his tie for the wedding day, and it's just like a sweet, I don't know, like I'm always your little girl. I just thought it was cute, little way to like get excited about it with my dad. So I definitely would recommend this as well. I really liked the seller, and this little patch. I love the meaningful things like that. But I also don't like cheesy things. I felt like these were cute, non-cheesy, commemorative things. Anyways, that was my list of items that I got through Etsy for my wedding. I didn't get like so much. I feel like I shopped around a little bit, but hopefully you found these helpful. Hopefully they inspired you to get some items, or again, if you want some of those specific links, I will link as many as I can. I like to know it down below. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, you can check out my Amazon video that has some good finds as well. Like this video if you found it to be helpful, comment, subscribe, follow along. I'm still gonna keep sharing some post-wedding videos with just advice, things I did. I'm still planning some wedding videos to come out, but thank you for watching again, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye!